Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Because of course we do, folks. Of course we do. Hey, it is always tremendous to be back out here with all of you. Today, we are taking a look at Voin. This is a first-person roguelite hack and slash style game. It's got some Witchfire vibes to it. You know, we showed off the game many moons ago when it had just hit the scene, and you know, they just updated the game, and I thought, you know, why don't we get back into it, right? So we got some slashy. We have well, a timed dodge, and if you can time it right, I guess I should say block, not dodge, but we do have a timed dodge as well. I've got a little bit of a Sub-Zero type move where if I dodge at the right time, I will leave an icy version of myself out there. Let's see if we can pull that off. Can we pull that off? We can, and then you can break the ice and well, break some face, right? You know about breaking face. So, we are going to come out here and apparently break some face and do some zapping, right? Do some zapping out there. Can also charge up these attacks. And we're going to find some nice baubles along the way. Regenerating Crystal. Receiving damage applies 2 stacks of Revitalized up to 5. I don't know what any of that means yet, but that's okay. That's okay. We're all learning together. Now, I've gone into this mausoleum earlier. I don't know if the goodies come back or not. I guess it's more of a crypt than a mausoleum. My apologies. So anyway, still figuring out the slash distance. See, isn't that nice how the blade kind of charges up if you hit a timed block? It's nice for us. All right. These vases remind me of the vase vases from Prometheus every single time, right? If you know, you know. There were some goodies in the crypt, but it looks like those do not charge back up. Now, I believe the goal is to get up to there, right? We have a journal that kind of tracks what we're trying to do here. I must find the entrance to the dungeon where Gnome, the Summoner of Tears, waits. It's buried inside the cathedral of the Veiled Lament, that towering structure crowning the hill where few dare to walk. Okay. Well, let's keep on keeping on and see where we can get to, right? I can charge up this attack as well. And that helps drop these red pieces that actually help recharge our hearts. And we can level up our items along the way as well, as you saw there. There is also a way to level up in the hub area, and we will show that off also. Okay, I believe that guy just spit out another enemy, which is awesome. This game also has extraction elements. If you die in the game, you will lose all your stuff, and it does the Dark Souls thing where you can come back in and they give you an opportunity to grab said stuff. But when you're ready to leave, you just point up at the sky and ask for a portal, and up you go. Just like in real life, right? We've all done that before. All right, I'm ready to leave. Just point up at the sky, and you're back home drinking coffee, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Can't we have nice things? Now, I happen to have an item where every 4th attack, chain lightning pops out. And what you just saw there was a crit attack. My crits actually hand out poison as well, which is nice. And these are all from items that I've found while playing the game. Early on, in fact. Early on. All right. Wraith, freezing darkness +3. Perfect dash grants obscured for 2 seconds. Hitting a target while obscured instantly makes them frozen. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah, what's interesting is there's a lot of different potential builds you can put together as well. You're going to find a lot of loot along the way. I don't think I mentioned we have a kick as well. Kind of knock everybody back for a moment. Say, get away from me. Yeah. It's nice and chill until it's not, you know? Okay, so we've got some shooty types. What I like also is that if you're mid-attack and you want to switch to blocking, you can. You can. There's the ability to interrupt yourself, which is the only kind of acceptable interruption. Ooh, that was kind of nice. Okay. I believe with all the kills in a row, we went into some kind of altered power state. We'll call that goat mode for now. Okay, because of course we will. And I like that they point out enemies that are nearby and about to attack. I think it plays well, very responsive. And you know what maybe the coolest thing about all of this is? This is a solo developer. Kind of crazy, right? Yeah, it feels very good to nail those. Now let's look at that vampiric heart, because that's actually a nice item. I want to see what we're talking about here in terms of the level ups. So it appears that this is level 3 now. I can't tell you, what that cooldown said previously, but I also wonder, with it leveling up, does that mean that we can improve it further? And like I say, we'll talk about item improvement once we end this run and head back to the hub area. We have more work. There's just more work to be done at this point. Okay, Ring of Purging Shock. Each 6 seconds removes a stack of either poisoned, blaze, or freezing effect and releases a shockwave that deals 80 physical damage. Well, that's nice. I think we have an ability that's on a cooldown as well. You'll see that up next to the kick icon. We'll give that a try in our next combat encounter. I think that might make us electric. Now, as far as I know so far, there is not a map. There's nothing necessarily dragging you toward one point or another, but I do think that we're heading towards the critical path here, mission-wise. I'm kind of surprised we haven't been jumped on yet, but I think that's what we need to head towards. And perhaps that as well. That's part of the steeple. I don't know that I would tell you this is a coffee-friendly game, but you can find a nice spot in the forest for yourself and just grab a sip, right? Cheers to all of you. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help more people see the video and learn about the game. Some of the information I read out there was people saying, it's kind of unbelievable that this game is not well known with how good it is. And, well, you know what? We all have the power as a community to help get the word out. So if this is something you like and you want to help give it attention, like on the video will certainly help with that, believe it or not. All right, guy. I I've had about enough of your lip. Okay. Let's go ahead and go with a big slice. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. Okay, so now we've got some electricity happening. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the big slice. Perfect. Okay. It's such a neat-looking world, though, that this dev has put together. Oh, wow. Okay, got another emerald heart. That was outstanding. You know, it turns out I'm much more of a shield and blocking type of player than I am a dashing type of player. All right. Good. Oh, look at this. Look at this. All right. Okay, so we have an amount of ichor that would be upsetting to lose. Releasing a heavy attack in a perfect moment indicated by a flash guarantees that the next hit will be a crit that is 1.2 times more powerful than usual. That's cool. Hunger Heart. Insatiable Hunger +3. When missing hearts, consumes 40 ichor and restores 12% of a heart charge every second. Okay, so you're borrowing against your resources in order to get some health back. I don't hate that. It's kind of a fun concept. All right, hey, guy. All right. There we go. Well, I guess we're just going to leave that there. Maybe we'll use it. Oh, see, I was going to use it with this guy. All right, let's go with the big guy. And this looks interesting over here. Oh, I think I know what that is. Soul Fruits of the Pulsing Sacrifice. Okay. We'll talk about that too. So you can find the soul fruit along the way in the world, and then you bring the soul fruit back to this skill tree in the hub area, and you activate it through that. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We'll do that as well. All right, I feel like we should keep going here. I mean, it's maybe a little bit risky, but well, you got to risk it for the brisket, right? Okay, just take a look down there. I guess we're still. Oh, we are making our way towards something, aren't we? Here. Let's just take a look over here real quick. I feel like exploration is rewarded, especially with. Finding that soul fruit just a second ago. Uh-oh, I don't like that sound. Oh, okay. They were just announcing the cathedral. I got a little bit worried there. I wasn't nervous, you were nervous. All right, let's take a sip here. Okay, so we could do the thing and go in, or we can hang out over here and see what else we can find on the outskirts, right? Hey, guy. Sorry about this. All right, let's grab the Necromantic Goblet. On hit, there's a 15% chance to peel off some ichor if the target is an Advrat. Yes. So I have one of those, and I do have it active right now. Yeah, and your guess is as good as mine what an Advrat is. Although I think that is a fun name. I'll give them that. All right. Yeah, you know, I saw that this got updated, and I thought to myself, you know what? I don't think I ever gave that game a fair shake. We played it once, and, you know, that's kind of where it stopped, right? Ooh, what do we have over here? Hello. Book of Knowledge. Okay. Oh, so they're just telling us stuff. So I think they're telling us stuff for a reason, right? So let's maybe sheathe the sword and see if we can do one of the. Oh, right. Okay, let's try that one more time. All right. Can we grab onto it? Yep, we can. We can. All right. Can we do one of these? I think we can do that. Oh. Okay. So you got to get close enough to the teleport capability in order to grab onto that. All right, we did it. We did the thing. Perfect. Let's take care of this guy. Yeah, sorry about that. We're gonna get this guy too. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. And should we just do it? Yeah, let's. Okay. Hey. All right. So, house on the hill, right? Really appreciate the storm sound effect and the oh boy. Okay. Well, we got a little bit of a banner giving health back. I don't love that. Let's see if we can move them backwards slightly. Is that a thing for us? Nice. Okay. Somebody was out there saying that, you know, this is kind of a combination of mortal sin and witchfire and, oh, yeah. And I'm aligned. I'm aligned with that description. Okay. Storm Tachi. We're gonna get you too, bows. Gotcha. All right. Oh, it's another big guy. That is outstanding. All right. So, what are we gonna get up here? We completed our trek. Ooh. Soul fruit of the stolen moment. Okay. Now, let's just make sure there isn't anything else up here. I will say, because you're probably wondering, oh no, we have to go back down the stairs like it's Zool from Ghostbusters on the NES? No, we don't. We don't. Oh, it took us back. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Look, I wasn't necessarily ready to go back, but I'll take it. Here we are. So let's make sure we're full up on hearts. Okay, we are. So one of the things we can do is play around in here, and we can interact with this command sphere, which allows us to augment and exalt some of the weapons that we'd like. Now, I happen to like the lightning sword quite a bit, and I believe what I'm going to do is stick with this for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and improve it if I can. I think I can. Is this something I can do? Right, so this will give us a 21% chance on a hit that lightning's going to zap off, and it raises the amount of damage as well, which is wonderful. So let's go ahead and do that. That's great. I would also... Yep. Oh, you know what? Might have used all the Ichor up on that one. Let's see here. Yes, we'd need 1,500 to do this, which we are not going to be able to do at the moment, but that's okay. That's all right. So we're gonna come over here, and this is where we can access the skill tree and activating the soul fruits. So let's attach a soul fruit here. Powers recharge 40% faster, but using any power damages 1 heart. Oh boy. Increases the duration of the invulnerability window after taking damage by 1 second. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, it looks like, if I'm understanding correctly, we don't have enough available points or space, right? This potential resource. This is currently taking up. Upon death, I lose only half of the corrupted items. I kind of like that, right? Yeah. So, should we jump back in? See what else we can see? I've got time if you've got time. If you've got time, I've got time, right? Is that how that, yeah? Okay. So, let's go back in here. And now this is interesting. I suppose what's going to happen eventually is we will open more areas, right? And as long as they're highlighted on this map, this is actually a globe. I know, it took me a minute to realize that. Most of you could believe that. We can select these areas, right? As long as they're highlighted, but right now that's the only one. So we're going there, and then we just pop in through here, and we're good, right? Probably put the sword on. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip here real quick. Now, you see these. This is a sky node, and I believe having this active, which it's active now. Having that active, I believe that's what allows you to choose areas on the map. Not 100%. Slight conjecture there, but I believe that's what does it for us. Isn't it nice how that hits all the other enemies too? It's nice when it's nice, folks. Right? Okay. Should we use this a little bit more too? I think so. All right. Telling you, that interrupt feature, really, really nice. And I think it's fair. I think it's very fair. Now, the enemies might not agree with that, but I think it's fair. Slaying foes applies 1 stack of heat. At 50 heat, I absorb a fatal blow, restore all hearts, and unleash an explosion, dealing 400 fire damage to nearby monsters. Okay. Well, let's just take a look. Where does that happen to fall? Is that over here? Yeah. Which means I would have to put that down. But I really like this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the vampiric on for now. So I like getting health back. But I do think that the Phoenix Heart sounds weird and wonderful. Oh my goodness. Alright. So let's go up the path again. Alright, maybe we'll do one of those guys. One of these guys. Right? Perfect. Okay, yeah, I think we headed out this way. Interesting looking guys. I don't know that we can damage the shadow warriors. Not sure. Well, it looks like maybe we can. Ooh, our poison vial leveled up. That is the item that causes poison to be applied on critical hits. And we see that one pop off pretty regularly. So that's nice. That's good. All right. See, you eventually find some peace where you can take a sip, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Tremendous. Still enjoying some night moves by Airship Coffee. It's a roaster out of Arkansas. And you know what? It is a nice darker roast, and it is delicious. I will pop up the bag in case you want to take a look at that for yourself. If you do buy it via the channel, you'll be helping out what we're doing out here. I appreciate all the support. I've been trying new bags of coffee from the various companies that we're able to work with and support via the YouTube shopping. Because I enjoy talking about coffee, and I think it's cool that I can literally pop the bag up, and if it sounds good to you, you can grab it. Not drinking it right now, but I will tell you, Airship also has a decaf. If you like decaf in the evening like I do, they've got a decaf that is on the sweeter side. It's delicious. That has been a favorite for my daughter and I. So I want to try more of their products. Ooh. Okay, guy. Roasty toasty. All right, there we go. Poison got him. Oh, those guys make some sounds on their way out. My goodness, kind of loud. Well, do we wanna head back in the cardinal direction there? Maybe. I guess we want to grab that, don't we? New item discovered: Phoenix's feather. And you're saying, well, goat, what is it? What is it? I don't know. I don't know. I like what we're doing out here. I like the current loadout, you know? And you're saying he always says that. He always says that. He gets over focused on what he's doing. It's true. I do. Guilty. I do like that we can pretty much go anywhere. It's one of those games, right? Remember when they said that? What was that? Breath of the Wild? You see that hill out there? If you see it, you can go there. Yeah, for the most part, they weren't kidding. It's a great game. All right, there's another Phoenix Heart slaying. Oh, right. The Phoenix Heart. Yep. And it looks like finding duplicates helps us level those up too, right? Okay. Well, this time we're gonna go in. The old cathedral, right? We missed out on that last time. Major runes of energy flow. Yep, we like that. I think that's the one I'm using right now. Okay. Is the opening over here? Yes. Yes. It is. Okay, hey guys. Oh my, okay, we're garnering some interest. Wow. All right, I'm gonna pop this off. Okay, so those guys seem to stem from the other types of guy. Can I interact with this? You know, the way it was lit up. Those guys seem to stem from the other guys that have the shield about them. What do we got here? Ritual Skull. Nasty aftermath. Killing an Otvrat with a 10% chance conjures a floating thick orb of ichor, which drops a lot of it if destroyed in time. Okay, all right, well, it drops a lot of it. Interesting. Well, let's, oh, hello. Okay, necromantic goblet, perfect. We use that. We absolutely use that one. That's where we went up last time and it took us home. Ooh, we got something nice over here for us, maybe. Secret treasure. Mortal Heart. All damage is increased by 16%. Resourcefulness is increased by 48%. Luck is increased by 14%. Attacks no longer restore heart charge. Oh, boy. Alright. I gain 1.4 stacks of poisoned every 3 to 8 seconds. Each hit applies 0.8 stacks of poison to the target per stack I carry. Wow. Okay. That might be... Ooh, we got a tibia. I want to see this, this poison item that we were reading about here. Is that the Viper Eye? Okay, so currently this is what we have. Critical hits applied to the target, 4 stacks of poison, has a cooldown of 5.4 seconds. I gain 1.4 stacks of poison every 3 to 8 seconds each hit. I like that. I like that. Let's equip this. Let's give this a try. And is it going to show us the stacks of poison? Oh, it is. Oh, wait a second. Wait a sec. Okay, now that I understand that a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't want to poison myself. That might not be nice for us, right? I mean, I understand why that might be nice for us, but I also understand why that might not be nice for us. Right? I'm sure there are builds that you could fit that into, but I don't know that it goes with what I'm doing right at this very moment. Alright, Golden Scarab. Definitely know that one. I don't know if we can walk on that safely. That might hurt the toes a little bit. Okay, is this something we can do? Oh, we can. Cathedral the other side, enter. Well, I kinda want to go upwards, but you know what? We're in the moment. We're in the moment, okay? Let's see what we got here. Oh my, all right, going down. Quest update, I just noticed they lowered our... So apparently this is where we wanted to go all along, right? They did say that something was buried below. Okay, Iron Claymore. Nice. And good news, if this doesn't go well, whatever this is, we only lose half of the corrupted items. Okay. Remember, no fall damage. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. All right. I was hoping the timing was going to work out better on that one. Okay. Ooh, what do we got here? Ooh, Sky Node. Does that mean we can just return? Again, not 100% on that, but I believe that might be the case. Might. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do some of these because... Oh! We were stopped. We were absolutely stopped. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Have we opened up now a different spot that we can warp to? Huh. It does not seem that way, does it? Because everything else is showing up as a question mark there. No. Let's see. Pick one of the highlighted locations on the globe, then step through the newly opened portal on the far side of the platform. Well, you know, those sky nodes do something, right? They must. Here's what's interesting. So, you know, we do lose some stuff, right? I think maybe did we lose equipment? I'm not sure. We lose. You do lose some stuff. We definitely lost all of our Ichor. You know, we had like 5,000, something like that. But we'll have a chance to, and they'll highlight for us where it is on the map when we jump back in there next time. But folks, this is Voin, and I think it's just a fantastic game. See, they're reminding us here: retrieve lost, corrupted items in Ichor by getting to the spot where you died and hitting the flesh clot a few times. My bad, I had to sneeze there. Yeah, I think this is a lovely game. I think you should check it out. It's actually on sale right now. And I'll tell you what, we'll do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, of course we will. Of course we will, because they're the best. And you're the best. I really appreciate all the support, folks. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Tomorrow we'll be live we're doing it live Wednesdays. I appreciate everybody that got out there and voted. We'll be doing more Ball X Pit. Maybe I'll see you Wednesday evening. All right. Take care. Goodbye. Focus. 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 Maybe we can slow down time. Malignancy.